My most recent countdown was in summer 2014, and my most recent major work in general was coming up to the end of 2014. It is now winter of 2015. And since I was too lazy to come up with an idea for a countdown topic, I guess I could always just talk about Pokémon again.
So, because I was too lazy to come up with an original idea for a countdown topic, why not redo one I did at the end of 2013? Jesus, the time flies. Today I am remaking my top 5 favourite Mega Evolutions list, seeing how a ton of new Megas have come out with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and since my opinions have changed on pretty much all the Megas on my original list. These Megas aren't arranged by which ones I think are the best, just the ones I like the most. After all,
it's an opinion list.
Oh, and to answer your question, Vaughn, you're becoming a meme. In any case, I'd say it's time we finally got this list started, because, well, it's been bloody long enough since I've actually made one of these.
Since Torchic was an event Pokemon in X and Y, and since Blaziken got a Mega in X and Y, it was only a matter of time until Hoenn was officially confirmed! And when it was Mega fucking Sceptile! Yes! Praise Arceus, Arceus, Helix, Jesus! Sceptile is still my favourite of the Hoenn starters, and his Mega Evolution gave him the buff that he definitely needed. That Christmas tree on his tail isn't just his preparation for said festivities, it's a torpedo that signifies his newfound power. He gets a significant increase in speed and special attack, both being base 145, and his physical attack even gets boosted to 110. He also becomes a grass dragon type. This means that he has good stab coverage, and he now quad resists water, grass, and electric. Actually, his new ability Lightning Rod makes him immune to that. I don't know why they gave him that, but he does get a special attack boost when hit with an electric move. It's situational, but it's lethal, especially in double battles, and especially still combined with that special attack. He'd probably be higher on the list if he wasn't plagued with that 4 times weakness to ice, and he does become weak against dragon, and his defenses didn't exactly increase enough to compensate. Also, this is a personal thing, but why does Game Freak insist on making Sceptile a special attacker when he learns more physical attacks by level up, as well as having a vastly superior physical move pool in general? Swords Dance is a thing at least. If I can think of any Pokemon that got a tremendous buff in Gen 6 as a result of the Fairy type, other than this fucking hellspawn, it'd be Gardevoir. It got an immunity to Dragon, access to Fairy type moves, and its typing granted it more offensive and defensive uses, so it's no longer as much of an Alakazam wannabe. It also got a nice ball gown and- wait. What? I only really started using Gardevoir recently, and it has quickly become one of my favourite Pokemon. Mega Gardevoir isn't something I use too often, but it's a total monster when I do decide to use it. Getting an increase in special defense and speed, and a massive increase in special attack, and a completely pointless boost in physical attack, Mega Gardevoir makes for a fantastic wall breaker, or even a supporter. As if that wasn't enough, it gets the Pixelate ability, changing normal type moves to fairy type moves, plus what is essentially a Life Orb boost. Pixelate Hyper Voice is a staple due to its ability to efficiently nuke everything it hits. Must be the dress. Must allow its wearer to nag its opponents to death.
And comb your hair! And nag!
Oh, and don't even get me started on the destructive power of Pixelate Hyper Beam. However, if that pointless boost in attack had actually been a not so pointless boost in physical defense, she might have had a slightly easier time taking pretty much every moderately powerful physical attack ever. I also don't get the speed boost, so I can imagine moving around in a dress like that would be, quite difficult. But hey, it's Pokelogic. Also, Shiny Mega Gardevoir. All of the yes. I'm the Celestic Warrior, and I have Generation 6 to thank for making Mawile my new favourite Pokemon.
Oh, me of 2013. Such a gobshite.
Yeah, I was a little over-enthusiastic about Mega Mawile on my original list. I put it at the #1 spot and praised it as if it was God or something. But that's not to say I no longer like it. I mean, it's on this list for a reason. One of my opinions that hasn't changed is that it probably has my favourite design of any Mega Evolution. Must be the colour scheme, must be that its head jaw splitting in two and makes it look ferocious enough to give it Darkrai nightmares while still keeping that deceptively adorable face. Even more deceiving are its stats. It got a general increase in everything barring special attack and speed, but it has the lowest base stat total of all Megas, along with Mega Sableye. So why would you ever use one? All you need to do is take one quick glance at its new ability, Huge Power, and then you realise that you will be using the hardest hitting Pokemon there is. It even has Sword Stance and Sucker Punch, along with plenty of powerful moves such as Play Rough, Iron Head, Stone Edge, and so on. and its increased defenses means that it'll be able to take quite a bit of punishment and still have enough health to be able to hit back and hit really, really hard. Just a shame it won't be able to outpace many opponents with its Sucker Punch, as its speed doesn't increase at all, and its two weaknesses, ground and fire, are both quite common. But I guess that wasn't enough to save her from Smogon's Spam Hammer, right?
I suppose you could say that she just played a little too rough for their liking. I'm not apologising.
Wow, did Game Freak love Lopunny this generation or what? Lopunny has always played somewhat of a utility role, having okay defenses, high speed, and moves like Dizzy Punch and Healing Wish. It was also seen as a rather dainty Pokemon, as well as other things that I won't even dare to delve into for now. But what I will delve into is the fact that Oras came along and turned her into an absolutely terrifying, aggressive, kickboxing, pants-wearing sweeping machine. Mega Lopunny is probably the most dangerous, non-legendary, non-Salamence Mega Evolution that came from the Gen 3 remakes. She gets a slight increase in physical defense, and the rest goes into making her faster than a Jolteon and making her hit harder than Dragonite.
I don't know why, but I just always found that hilarious since her stats were revealed. A 4-foot tall kickboxing Anthro Rabbit hits harder than a 7-foot tall Barney the Dinosaur Dragon Hybrid. I know we've had cases like Excadrill, which is only like, what, 2 feet tall, but Excadrill's a drill. Lopunny's a kickboxer.
Now, you wouldn't be laughing when you actually see just how destructive this thing is. Lopunny learns High Jump Kick this gen, and when she Mega Evolves, her typing changes to normal fighting. Along with getting Fake Out to get a safe Mega Evolution off, as well as Stab Return, her Stab combo is nearly unresisted, except by wait, she gets Scrappy. She gets Scrappy. Okay, so never mind, her Stab combo is completely unresisted. I mean, yeah, okay, as if she wasn't powerful enough, they gave her the best possible ability that a normal or fighting type could get. And since Mega Lopunny is both, and given her ridiculous speed and attack, it's honestly a bit of a wonder how she hasn't been a suspect for the old banhammer. Not that I'm complaining, I've always liked Lopunny, and I'm just glad that I have a reason to use her now.
Alright, even though this is the number 1 segment, I don't see any point in beating around the bush or trying to do some kind of epic build-up. Last time Charizard X was at number 2. This time, Mega Charizard X is at number 1. Along with Mega Charizard Y, of course. This seems like a total cop-out, doesn't it?
Charizard X was my preferred Charizard form ever since it was first revealed, which is why it stood alone at the number 2 spot last time. And it even became my main favourite Mega after a while. Recently though, I started liking Charizard Y more, and I remember how hyped I was when it was first revealed. The majestic and regal design, useless arm wings, drought! The hype was very much real, and when the games came out, it bloody well proved to be worth the hype. Having a gigantic base 159 special attack and increased special defense along with drought, Fire Blast and Solar Beam, nothing could withstand the firestorm that was the power of Charizard Y! I mean, like, what was that rubbish about Volcarona being a solar deity anyway? At least Charizard Y can call out the sun with his very presence. At the same time though, there was more initial hype towards Charizard X for me. Seeing his trailer, that vicious roar-like cry, the blue flames, the whole red eyes black dragon thing that he had going for him. Ah! Such a badass! And again, it was worth the hype. Charizard X drops the flying type in exchange for the dragon type, and its offensive stats are perfectly balanced at base 130, allowing him to take full advantage of his rather expansive physical move pool alongside his special move pool, which is great because he has plenty of dragon type moves that now get stabbed, such as Dragon Claw and Dragon Rush. As if that wasn't enough, he gets the Tough Claws ability, which gives all direct contact moves a boost, and he even gets Dragon Dance via breeding, so you can ditch versatility for ridiculous sweeping potential. Or, you could even be bulky, taking advantage of his increased physical defense using Will-O-Wisp. So I kept wondering which of the two I preferred. I mean, of course I would. They're very different all around. Like, Mega Charizard X is a very versatile, brutish looking dragon that takes full advantage of Charizard's deep move pool, whilst Mega Charizard Y is a very majestic looking, all-out special nuke useless arm wings that plays a little closer to how Game Freak had intended Charizard to play originally, except for them being some kind of like sun god lizard thing. So at this point, I'd say that they don't have a reason not to share the number 1 segment.
You see, while they're both very different forms in terms of how they both look and play, they're still for the same Pokemon. I'm still using Mega Charizard regardless of which one I go for. And because of the fact that they're both incredible improvements over Charizard, have really cool looking designs, and are really fun to use, I'd say that justifies their shared spot on this list. So, I'm the Celestic Warrior, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all with the next countdown in the new year of 2017!